Hey everybody, welcome back. Today's card trick is called the Five Elements of Nature, and I hope you like it. Now, in a way, this is one of the oldest card tricks in the world. In a way, this trick dates back to ancient Greece. And the ancient Greeks believed that there was something called the five elements of nature. And what they were, they're on these blue cards here: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. And the ancient Greeks believed that everything in the universe, everything around them, everything in nature was made up of these five elements. That these were kind of the five building blocks of life. And I've got on the red cards here just some pictures to kind of go along. There's earth, fire, there's a cloud for air, water, and a sun for spirit, just to kind of go along with each word card. Now, the ancient Greeks, of course, because they believed that these five elements made up everything in the universe, they believed, obviously, that these five elements were very powerful. They were very important, and they had some very magical characteristics associated with them. And so we're going to do a little trick here to kind of demonstrate that. So the blue cards, again, have the words on them, and we'll make one pile there. And the red cards have all the pictures on them, and we'll make a second pile there. Now, if there was somebody here, I would invite them to take either pile. They can take one pile, and I'll take the one they don't want, so it's totally up to them. Let's say they want the red, and I'll take the blue, or vice versa, whatever they want. Now, what we're going to do, you saw the five elements of nature a moment ago laid out. What we're going to do is we're going to spell letter by letter each of the five elements. And for every letter, we're going to move a card from the top of one pile to the bottom. But we're only going to do that with one pile, and the spectator gets to decide. And I'll give you an example. So we'll start with the word fire. F-I-R-E will spell fire, one of the five elements of nature. And the spectator gets to decide for each of those letters if they want to use this pile or this pile. So we'll spell fire. Let's say they want to start here. F, then maybe they want to go to this pile. I, R, maybe they'll stick with this pile all the way through. E. Now they get to, like I said, they get to decide for every letter whether to use this pile or this pile. And however they choose to go about it, when we're done spelling each element, we'll take the top card and set it aside. So we spelled fire. As another example, we can do air, A-I-R. So let's say they want to start with this pile, A, maybe stick with this pile for I, and go to this pile for R. Again, every decision like that is up to the spectator. And when we're done, we'll take the top cards again, just put them off to the side. Next up, we can do water, W-A-T-E-R. So let's say they want to start with this pile, W, A, maybe T, E, and back to this pile for R. Take the top cards and put them aside. Next up, we can do earth. Let's say they do E, A, R, T, H. They can do the whole word with one pile if they want. Take these, put them aside. Then the last element is spirit. We don't have to spell spirit because there's only one card of each color left. So we'll just leave these as they are. So we've ended up kind of with five random piles here. And like I said, as we spell each element, the spectator could decide for every single letter whether to use the red pile or the blue pile. So a lot of random and completely free decisions on the spectator's part, and we end up with five random piles just like this. Now, I said at the beginning that the ancient Greeks believed that the five elements of nature, spirit, water, earth, air, and fire, were very powerful. They had some very magical abilities with them. And you'll see that even after all that spelling, all that random mixing and everything, we still end up perfectly with water, earth, spirit, fire, and air, the 5 elements of nature. So that trick, again, is called the 5 elements of nature. And this is a fun trick. You can actually do this trick or a very similar trick with a normal deck of cards, but I kind of came up with this theme and with this way to present it, and I think it's kind of a fun, just something different. So you're not using just a normal deck of cards. It's just kind of a fun and unique way to present this trick. So I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. And I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for more videos and have a great rest of your day.